Can you all see me?
Yes.
Ah, Jim Stevens is my name. I love those Jingle bells. I love those Jingle bells. I love those Jinglebells. I love those jingle bells all the way. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Soon Miss Fanny Bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed its lot. We fell into a drifted bank and we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. I love those Jingle bells. I love those Jingle bells. I love those Jinglebells. I love those jingle bells all the way. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, before I go any further, I know Hanukkah is finished, but I got a great song and I can't let it go. It's to a familiar Christmas melody, and it's about latkes. You know, latkes are potato pancakes, and they come right off the griddle, and boy, they're delicious.
Oh, yeah.
We eat potato latkes at Hanukkah each year. With applesauce or sour cream, they quickly disappear. So have another helping as the plate goes round and cheer. And here's your part. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy, to enjoy. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy. Try that with me, won't you? Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy, to enjoy. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy. So light the festive candles, the party to begin. Eat latkes by the dozen while the merry dreidel spins. The snow is bright and cold outside, but we are warm within. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy, to enjoy. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, dreidel I shall play. These words are from another song. Let's sing them anyway. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy, to enjoy. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy. So light the festive candles, the party to begin. Eat latkes by the dozen while the merry dreidel spins. The snow is bright and cold outside, but we are warm within. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy, to enjoy. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy, to enjoy. Oh, latkes to eat and enjoy.
Woo! All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A few years back, it's been almost 25 years back, I made an album, and there was a song someone had requested of me called An Old-Fashioned Tree. I had never heard of it, but my local librarian could remember the words, but not the music. So I thought, that's pretty good. So I got the words, found the music. It was sung by Gene Autry.
Oh, my.
And
Wow.
Gene Autry was making a transition between doing movies and then doing the Christmas songs that he's also famous for. And he thought this song was going to be a big hit. So he put it out, and nobody's ever heard of it. It's called An Old-Fashioned Tree. But being the smart businessman that he was, he put "Here Comes Santa Claus" on the backside. So not all was not lost. So it is about an old-fashioned tree, the kind of tree that you might have seen in the 19th century. He made all those movies, right? And so the Western idea was present in the song. I remember an old-fashioned tree, trimmed with tinsel that shone in candlelight, in the window where neighbors all could see how we kept our Christmas merry and bright. I love the evening we'd trim the tree, and then we'd all sing carols and pledge goodwill toward men. Every year it's just an old-fashioned tree that means all the world of Christmas to me. I love the evening we'd trim the tree, and then we'd all sing carols and pledge goodwill toward men. Every year it's just an old-fashioned tree that means all the world of Christmas to me. That means all the world of Christmas to me. Thank you.
Great song. Great
It was a
song.
nice little song. Yeah. It's not going to go to the top of the Billboard charts, but it's all right. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings his love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Now it shows no sign of stopping, and there's plenty of corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally say goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And now the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here with the Norman Tubercular Choir. Actually, I do hear harmony, and that's nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to sing a song now by a great American songwriter, Israel Balain. Who are we talking about? Well, show business being what it is, people change their names. And Israel Balain was born in Russia, came to the United States about 1890. Ellis Island was pretty new at the time, and people who got off that boat generally stayed pretty close at that point to New York, especially if they were coming from Eastern Europe, from Russia, and they stayed and they joined other people from the same area in neighborhoods. Very likely Israel Balain lived around the corner from the Marx Brothers as little kids, right? And the Gershwins and people who became household names. Well, the first piece of music that was published, they changed his name. It was no longer Balain, it turned into Berlin. And so he kept it. And he changed his first name from Israel to Irving because he thought it made him sound less Jewish. And became the great American songwriter. I have two songs of his. One that's not Christmas, so bear with me, but I love the story of this. He was married as a young man, and they went off to their honeymoon in Cuba, and she caught typhoid fever. Oh. She died within several months of their return. Oh. And he was a widower for a great number of years. Then he fell in love a second time. By this time, he's world renowned. But the family that he might be marrying into was not keen on him or anyone in show business. And the fact that he was Jewish and they were Roman Catholic just put the nail in it for them. But they were in love. Well, the father sent her off to Europe in hopes that she would forget him and meet somebody over there. And while she was there, his song came out, "What'll I Do? What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do?" And she knew it was for her. So she comes back to the United States. They get back together. The father tries one more trick. He puts together a big dance at their home in Long Island. And it's almost like Cinderella in reverse. She's the main attraction. All the young men that come are from the business communities and lawyers and doctors and so forth, unmarried men, right? They're all there to try to get to meet her. And the band is the Paul Whiteman Orchestra, who were very big at the time. And he's a really good friend of Irving Berlin. So every song all night long was an Irving Berlin song. They got married by a judge. Neither family was keen on this wedding happening. So they got married by a judge. He sang this song to her at the wedding and then gave her the copyright so that she would always have some income. I'll be loving you always with a love that's true, always. When the things you planned need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair always. That's when I'll be there always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. Everything went wrong, and the whole day long I'd feel so blue. For the longest while I'd forget to smile when I met you. Now that my blue days have passed, now that I've found you at last, here we go. I'll be loving you always with a love that's true always. When the things you plan need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair always. That's when I'll be there always. Not for just an hour, not for just a day, not for just a year, but always. Thank you, thank you. And of course, he was putting together shows, not just writing songs, but putting together shows for Broadway, shows that later got translated into good films. They all said Irving Berlin presents. So it was Irving Berlin's White Christmas. It's Irving Berlin's Holiday Inn. And the Holiday Inn movie is where this famous Christmas song was introduced. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. The treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Thank you. Well, one of my favorite songwriters is best known for writing what ended up being a dog food commercial. His name is Tom Paxton, and he wrote a song that goes, my dog's bigger than your dog, my dog's bigger than yours, My dog's bigger because he eats kennel ration. My dog's bigger than yours. Product placement right there. But he's written for the Peter, Paul, and Mary. His own songs, Tom Paxton's songs, are out there for people to find. And one of them is about a toy, a marvelous toy. And nobody knows exactly what it is because even Tom Paxton doesn't know. He just wrote the song. But he did say that he was in the Army and had a desk job, and he was one of the first people to be able to use an IBM Selectric typewriter. And you know what happens when you press one key? It goes right across. Yeah. So the chorus to this is actually a lot of sounds. It goes zip when it moves, pop when it stops, when it stands still. You can do all those. Well, some people can't do the third one. That's hereditary. But train the tongue. When I was just a wee little lad, full of health and joy, my father homeward came one night and gave to me a toy. A wonder to behold it was, with many colors bright. And the moment I laid eyes on it, it became my heart's delight. It went zip when it moved, pop when it stopped, when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Now the first time that I picked it up, I got a big surprise. For right on the bottom were two big buttons that looked like big green eyes. I first pushed one, then the other. Then I twisted its lid. And when I set it down again, here is what it did. It went zip when it moved, pop when it stopped, when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. It first marched left, then marched right, then marched under a chair. And when I looked where it had gone, it wasn't even there. Well, I started to cry, but my daddy laughed, because he knew that I would find. When I turned around, my marvelous toy would be chugging right behind. It went zip when it moved, pop when it stopped, when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Now the years have passed by too quickly, it seems. I have my own girl and boy, and yesterday I gave to them my marvelous little toy. Their eyes nearly popped right out of their heads, and they gave a squeal of glee. Neither one of them knows just what it is, but they love it just like me. It still goes zip when it moves, pop when it stops, when it stands still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, it's time for the Christmas riddles. Oh, the dreaded Christmas riddles. Did anybody name the Three Stooges? Very good, very good. Okay, it's going to get harder. Name the four Beatles. No bongos, right? No bongos. Okay, we've done those 3 and 4. Did you know there are 5, or were 5 Marx Brothers? Think about the easy ones, right? Groucho, Harpo, Zeppo. Good work. I missed that. Yes, Zeppo is one that is often missed. He was in the early movies. Chico or Chico? Chico initially because he liked the girls. Yeah. And the 5th one was in their vaudeville shows, but he never made it to the movies because he became their business manager. He used to wear those gum shoes that on a hot day go on the sidewalk, right? And so they called him Gummo. Okay, let's see. We're gonna skip 6 because I can't remember what it is. 7, the 7 dwarfs. Can you name the 7 dwarfs? Sleepy. Snoozy. I'm not sure Snoozy. Sleepy is good. Yeah. There's one that's very.
Doc,
There's Doc, happy,
grumpy.
grumpy. Yes, it all describes how I feel this season. Say that again.
Bashful.
Bashful. That's the one.
And grumpy.
Grumpy. That's right.
Jim, I think maybe we should let the Zoomers have a chance to answer too.
Okay.
What do you think, Ruth?
Okay.
I'm not sure quite how to do that.
I think we need to unmute them for a minute, right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, then let's leave the hardest one for the Zoomers. All right. We've named 3, 4, 5, 7. We're going to do the 8 reindeer.
Okay, so nobody here answer. Can you explain that if people want to unmute themselves and share, then?
Look, I'm back. No, that's not. So you have to try to name one or more of the reindeer, starting with Scott.
Dasher.
Dasher.
Cancer.
Cancer?
And Shirley said
Dancer.
Dancer.
Sorry.
Blitzen.
And Nancy said it was Prancer.
No, Blitzen.
The other Nancy here.
Oh.
Yeah, Donner.
Donner. That's good.
It's that song. It's that Dasher and Dancer and Blitzen.
You got me. You got me. That's right. That's right. That's where you find them all. I usually have to stop someone when they say the name of the 9th one.
Can I trouble you to remind them to mute themselves again? But maybe for the last song or 2, they can unmute and we can all hear them.
Okay, so for now, all you good Zoomers out there, would you once again mute? And I want to taste that cup of hot chocolate that I see on the screen there. Are you ready? You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. When my kids were little, that peculiar way of singing the song where you shout out something at the end, the echo. If you know the echo parts, just sing along. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny, like a light bulb. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows like a flashlight. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Pinocchio. They'd never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games like Monopoly. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, ho, 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 Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, You'll go down in history like George Washington. You'll go down in history. Good work. Good work. Good work. Well, I have a song here that is a story, and it is about a Christmas Eve on the battlefield in France. It's called Christmas in the Trenches. Oh, my name is Francis Tolliver. I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, the war was waiting for me after school. To Belgium and to Flanders, to Germany to here. I fought for king and country I loved dear. 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were still, no Christmas songs were sung. Our families back in England were toasting us that day. They're brave and glorious lads so far away. I was lying with my messmates on the cold and rocky ground when across the lines of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up, me boys, each soldier strained to hear, as one lone German voice sang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. Soon one by one, each German voice joined in harmony. Well, the cannons rested silent and the gas clouds rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. Now, as soon as they were finished and a grateful pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen, struck up some lads from Kent. The next they sang was Stille Nacht, 'tis silent night, says I, and in two tongues one song filled up that sky. There's someone coming towards us, the frontline sentry cried. All sights were fixed on one lone figure trudging from their side. His truce flag like a Christmas star shone on the field so bright, as he bravely strode unarmed into the night. Soon one by one on either side walked into no man's land. With neither gun nor bayonet, we met there hand to hand. We shared some secret brandy and we wished each other well. And in a flare-lit soccer match, we gave 'em hell. We traded chocolates and cigarettes and photographs of home. These sons and fathers far away from families of their own. Young Sanders played his squeeze box, they had a violin. This curious and unlikely band of men. Soon daylight stole upon us, and France was France once more. With sad farewells, we each prepared to settle back to war. But the question haunted every heart that lived that wondrous night: whose family have I fixed within my sights? 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were calm as Christmas songs were sung. For the walls they'd kept between us to exact the work of war had crumbled and were gone forevermore. Oh, my name is Francis Tolliver, in Liverpool I dwell. Each Christmas come since World War I, I've learned its lessons well. For the ones they call the shots won't be among the dead and laid. And on each end of the rifle we're the same.
Woo!
Thank you. The story is that the commanding officer was court-martialed for meeting with those German troops, but the king commuted his sentence, saying he could hardly imagine it happened. So all was well in the end. The songwriter is a man named John McCutcheon, who's out there singing his songs still. And when he first started singing it, there was a group of very old men in suits that seemed to follow him from performance to performance. And he got kind of spooked about who these people were. And it turned out that they had been at that kind of meeting of the two sides, a Christmas truce. And he says, "You're singing our story." That's why they were following him. So if you want to sing along, everybody, you can unmute, and the cacophony will just be great. Let's see, how does this song? City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in Redwood City. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all the bustle, you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. It will be Christmas Day. Silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling, hear them ring, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, to bring it to a close for now, you know, Christmas is back next year. We'll do this again. We'll be here. We'll come together again. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Espero año y felicidad. ¡Ja, ja! Feliz Navidad, oh, feliz Navidad, oh, feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We want some figgy pudding, we want some figgy pudding. We don't even know what it is, but we'll have some right here. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Happy Hanukkah. We wish you a Merry Kwanzaa and a blessed Ramadan. Hey, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ole! Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll turn it back over to Ruth or Devorah. And thanks, everyone.
Are you gonna sing
Merry
again?
Christmas, Happy New
Are
Year.
you gonna sing more?
I just was wondering if you're gonna sing anymore.
Not
Next year.
today.
Next year.
Next year.
Next year.
You're fabulous.
Thank you very much.
Let's give Jim another big round of applause. Yay. Thanks, everybody from Zoom land for enjoying from your homes. And hopefully we can all, this is recorded so you guys can continue to sing through the new year. And we have goodies for those who are in person. Probably could get them to the people who attended via Zoom. And this is from the National Charity League. So yay to the NCL girls and Joyce for bringing them over. And we look forward to seeing all of you at upcoming events in the new year. So thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. I guess we can stop the Zoom.
Okay. Yes. And thank you, Ruth, for being our tech guru.